Alright, I'm fixing to end things right here, right now, as far as this positional breakdown goes. So, here we are. Kick returners and punt returners. I'm just going to do them all in one group because it's relatively similar. Alright, up here in Seattle right now, returning kicks for us, at least the current holder of that position would be Nate Burleson. Last year, I believe Josh Scobie went on IR, and we decided to get Burleson, who was at that time kind of going back and forth in between the number 3 and number 4 receiver to return punts for us so he could get on the field and do something, because he's too talented to keep on the bench, and I was very, very happy with how he did last year. Every time he touched the ball, you got the feeling something was going to happen. Exciting young player. Had that huge 90-yard punt return for us against St. Louis. So that was his only touchdown, but every time he took a kick, looked like he could do something. He also had a 100-yard kick return for a touchdown against San Diego that got called back, but the penalty was away from the play, so that's just a testament to the elusive abilities that he possesses. But this year, you're going to see Burleson in the slot. So can he retain that position? Is there a fear of him getting injured? Do we need him more now as a receiver with Darrell Jackson gone? We'll see. You know, last year he was our kick returner and punt returner later in the season, so we could definitely use him back there. You know, if not him, I could see Josh Wilson, our second-round pick, this last year, coming on and returning kicks because he's got crazy speed. He's just been blessed with some fantastic speed, and he can, if he doesn't manage to contribute in his rookie season as a cornerback, like playing the nickel corner spot, I could definitely see him getting on the field and returning kicks and punts. So we got a couple options back there. Beyond Burleson and Wilson, I'm not exactly sure who would return kicks. Maybe we'd put Engram back there since he used to do it. Maybe Scobie will come back. But Scobie is more of an effort guy to me. I don't think he's much of a return man. More of a special teams gunner. Alright. Well, kick returners, they return kickoffs. You know, to start the game, and after everybody score, and every time a team scores, you got the kickoff. And barring a squib kick or something like that, it's up to the kick returner. Is he going to down it in the end zone, or is he going to bring it out? If he brings it out, it's pretty much a guaranteed 20 yards, and anything he does after that is considered a nice bonus. It depends on how good of a returner he is and how well the blocks are set up and all that. Punt returner, it's pretty much the same, except I'd say about 75 to 80% of the time they call fair catches, which is just no return, just don't hit me. You know, so that's pretty much a punt returner for you. And usually when they do get off returns, for the most part, they're just short returns, like 5 yards, 10 yards. Just little extra bits of field position that can, in the end, decide a game every now and then. The kick, as for the title of, like, who are the really good kick returners and punt returners in the league, well, the real trick to being a return man is elusiveness and speed, you know, agility. I couldn't name a power kick returner or punt returner if you asked me to. I don't even think they exist, but the position is very fluid, because in 2003 you saw Dante Hall tear up the league from kicking from a kick returning stance and a punt returning stance. He did both, and he was a beast in 2003, and then he fell off the map. I don't know what happened to him, but and then this last year you saw Devin Hester come on as a rookie and set records as far as kick returning and punt returning goes. And, you know, there have been other great kick and punt returners in the past. I remember Brian Westbrook was good in 2003, but he became a starting running back, and it just wasn't going to work. The point is, being a good kick returner or punt returner has a lot more to do with the blocking than it does the actual skill of the return man. This is testament to, like, Dante Hall disappearing after his one great season, and we'll see what Hester can do, but it has so much to do with the special team crew that lays the blocks. So it's hard for me to say definitively who's the best returners in the league. But if I had to say it right now, the best returner in the league is definitely Hester. And until he shows us otherwise, which I think he will eventually. I mean, I can't think of any instance of a return man keeping up an entire career of Pro Bowl excellence. Maybe it's happened in the past, but I think Dante Hall speaks my point better than better than anything else. Overrated return man, it's got to be Dante Hall now because what has he done lately? I know he had that one punt return against the San Francisco, or was it a kick return? I can't remember. That went for a touchdown last season. 2 seasons ago, I think he had one against Philadelphia, and I don't think he's had any more returning touchdowns. So that's 2 touchdowns in 2 years. I think he had 6 in 2003. So he just fell off the face of the earth, and he's still making Pro Bowls and stuff off his reputation. And that's pretty much the definition of overrated to me in the NFL. Underrated, Justin Miller in New York. He did get on the map from the Jets-Colts game this last year when he had that clutch 100-and-something yard return. But the Jets did not win. Had they won because of that return, it's a different story. But he's a great return man. Like I said, the position is very fluid, so I'm not saying anything about how he's going to be in the future, but he's been good so far in his career. Breakout return man this year? I'm not sure. And the people who return these kicks change all the time. I mean, who are you afraid of getting? Some people decide to take out their really good returners because they need them somewhere else. Sometimes you have a team like Tennessee, which has no problem keeping their elite cornerback, Pac-Man Jones, back on returning duties. Then you got a team like Dallas, which only puts Terrence Newman back for returning in important situations because he's so important to the team. So I could see like one of these guys up here in Seattle, Burleson or Wilson, especially Burleson since I've already seen him. I think he could, make the Pro Bowl reserve team again. I do like that guy in San Diego. What's his name? He went on IR this last year, I think, but he's a nice return man, and I think he's due for a full-on breakout season, potentially. So one of those guys. I don't know. This is kind of a tough position to talk about. Well, that's about it, and I'm not going to touch like special team gunner or team captain or head coach or assistant offensive head coach or anything like that since I don't know a ton about that stuff. So that's it for me in terms of this position by position breakdown. So I'm out.